everyone, welcome back. This is Monument and my name is Zain, and today we'll be having a look at GM. GM makes $7 billion investment in Michigan for EV plant and battery production. This is a secondary plant that will help to build the Chevy Silverado EV and GMC Sierra EV, all while a new battery plant will build cells in the state. Now this is huge news because General Motors basically announced this staggering $7 billion investment in Michigan, which GM said it's the single largest within the company's 112 years history, will help to transform the state into an EV and battery production powerhouse. The investment breaks down into a few key areas. The first chunk of funds, $4 billion, will go in the automaker's factory in Orion Township, which currently builds the Chevrolet Bolt EV and the Bolt EUV. General Motors will overhaul and transfer the factory to build the Chevrolet Silverado EV and the GMC Sierra EV. It marks the second cell in Michigan that will build the electric pickup truck after Factory Zero in Detroit. Hamtramck production of the truck will take place in 2024 at the site. Now the second part of the investment, totaling $2.6 billion, will be a brand new facility in Lansing. GM and LG Chem Ultium Cell joint venture will construct a new facility to manufacture battery cells for automakers. Ultium Battery Technology. This new site will directly supply the plant in Orion and other nearby GM assembly plants. This also makes the third battery cell production site GM plans for. The first two sites are under construction in Ohio and Tennessee. Operations at the new plant will begin in late 2024, according to the automaker. Now the final portion of the fund will go to GM's Lansing Delta Township and Lansing Grand River Assembly Plant in Michigan. The two will receive $510 million. The former's fund will support the next generation's Chevy transfer, while the latter receive funds for more vague plant upgrades. The site currently builds the Chevy Camaro Coupe, Cadillac CTV, and the CT5 sedan. Now, GM expects the whopping investment to create 4,000 new jobs in the state between the Orion assembly plant and the new Ultium battery cell plant. In addition, this retains 1,000 current jobs when the battery plant and upgrades at the Orion plant finish. GM expects to have 1 million units of EV capacity in North America as demand rises. By the end of the decade, the automaker project will convert half of its assembly plant across the continent to build electric vehicles. Now, this is rather important information for the Chevy Bolt EV and the EUV, as evidence mount towards GE plans to end production. But I don't think this is necessarily true. Yes, GM wants to focus on truck building, but at the same time, they completely understand that cars are essential to an everyday life. So the affordable EV factory will become an electric truck plant by 2024 with no public plans to shift the bolts. But listen to the wording, there's no public plans. Just because there's no public plans does not mean that there aren't plans being made in private, behind closed doors. Now, as of January 2022, marks the beginning of the end for Chevrolet Bolt EV and Bolt. As for January 2022, some are saying it might mark the beginning of the end for Chevrolet Bolt EV and the Bolt EUV. Alongside a Tuesday announcement that General Motors will invest $7 billion in the Michigan EV plant and battery production, the automaker said that the factory, Orion Township facility that builds the Bolt EV and EUV, will transform into something new. But that something new does not mean that they will stop building the Bolt. And perhaps they want to replace the Bolt EV and the Bolt EUV with new vehicles to compete against Tesla and other automakers. So with $4 billion from GM Motorship, the plant in Orion will become the automaker's second electric pickup truck facility or factory and build the upcoming Chevrolet Silverado. And they will definitely focus on truck production for sure. That won't be their main goal. It might be their primary goal, but it might not be their main goal. And that's just obvious. So I do hope you've enjoyed this short and quick video on GM's plan to build a new factory. If I missed anything, leave a comment and let's have a discussion. Thank you for watching, subscribe to see more, and I will see you in my next video.